You will find a description of the most frequent psychological manipulation tactics that are utilized in seduction farther in this video. People that have personalities that are controlling and manipulative frequently utilize these strategies to acquire what they want in business, relationships, etc. It is essential to be observant of these patterns in order to be able to identify the reasons that lie behind people's actions, regardless of whether they are trying to conceal their genuine intentions through acts of random generosity or animosity. Learn these 9 categories so that you will be able to identify specific strategies when you encounter them. Learn to recognize these characteristics so that you can protect yourself from being manipulated, or study them so that you may manipulate others more effectively. In either case, use caution and understand that your use of them puts you at danger. You are putting your own personal dignity on the line here. Before we start, subscribe to our channel for more. Number 9. The Complimentarian. When someone compliments another person excessively, unnecessarily, and with the intention of boosting their self-esteem, this behavior is known as flattery. It is the practice of heaping excessive and dishonest praise on another, typically with the intention of advancing the interests of the flatterer themselves. If you flatter someone in a way that appeals to their fears, they will be pulled to you for reasons that are beyond your control. The truth is that this is how it works. We are naturally attracted to other people who can boost our confidence and make us feel good about who we are. For example, a man who is self-conscious about his masculinity would absolutely adore it if someone told him that he exudes the air of a tough guy. A person who flatters others could act that they are intimidated by the person they are trying to impress. Or if it's a female who is self-conscious about her weight, if you call her mamacita or little mama and are able to pull it off, she might be attracted to you because of the way you make fun of her body. Finding out what a person is uncertain about and providing them with the reassurance they require is the most important step. Number 8. The Horse that Led to Troy. A gift that conceals a danger within itself is referred to as a Trojan Horse. It is a gift that looks to be without danger, but actually benefits the giver's own interests. It's when the one who gives the gift gets something out of it that they wanted. When you contribute to someone on a consistent basis, they will begin to feel as though they owe you money. When someone says to you, "Let me buy you a drink," suddenly you feel obligated to talk to them because you owe them something. "Let me pay for your lifestyle." And now they believe they own you because they think you owe them money. In the beginning, you could be happy to go along with it and enjoy those things, but in the long term, those gifts will own you and you will own them. According to my point of view, this is one of the most sneaky forms of manipulation. It is applicable to people of all ages, genders, and cultural backgrounds. Number 7. The constant radio silence. When someone suddenly offers another person the silent treatment, this will typically cause emotional distress for the recipient of the treatment. The victim will eventually have the feeling that they have done something wrong and will attempt to make amends for their actions. When the victim begins to apologize for imagined wrongs, the perpetrator knows they have them wrapped around their finger and can do whatever they want to them. Number 6. The reflection. During this form of psychological manipulation, one person plays the role of a mirror to another, confirming all of their decisions and opinions while appearing to agree with all that person says. One acts as though they have the same morals, worldview, preferences, and objections. They share everything of their victim's interests, including their passions for movies, music, and celebrities, among other things. The idea is to give the other person the sense that you are similar to one another, that you are the same, and that there is a genuine soul connection between the two of you. You may do this by acting as though there is a connection between the two of you. When they begin to believe that you are the same as them, you will have earned their trust and will be able to take everything you desire from them. What is theirs is yours. Number 5. The most important concern. A person uses the strategy of asking for something that they do not want in order to achieve what it is that they truly desire. This is a form of manipulation. The offender makes a request for something extremely large, well aware that they would be denied. and then they give in and agree to what they had planned all along. For instance, somebody knocks on your door and asks whether they can move into your house. You tell them no, but out of compassion, you let them know that they could remain for a couple of weeks anyhow. Number 4. An example of a logical fallacy. All too frequently, this one is utilized within the games that are played by the young and the ignorant. It implies that if you do something, or don't do something, something else will occur, and you will be held responsible for it. As an illustration, one would say, if you loved me, you would marry me. If someone were to fall for this trick, they would be forced to get married in order to validate their feelings for one another. Examine, for instance, how a logical error manifests itself in the following 2 statements. If you go right now, it will make me sad. If you go right now, I will be upset, and then I won't be able to sleep, and then I won't be able to pass the test that is scheduled for tomorrow, and then I won't be able to graduate. When someone makes the argument that a certain action would lead to highly precise and fictitious consequences, they are committing a logical fallacy known as the slippery slope fallacy. Number 3. The status quo. As part of this strategy, you will act as though performing these actions is nothing out of the ordinary. A person who wants another to propose could, for instance, say something along the lines of statistics show that people who get married are, and then fill in the blank with another cheerful truth. We ought to start living together, start a family together, and get matching tattoos. They claim that it is the ultimate litmus test for every relationship, and everyone seems to be doing it. This method is effective because it compels the target to take some action in order to demonstrate that they are normal. They will convince you that it is something that every normal person does, and if you are a normal person, you will also engage in this behavior. Number 2. Guilting and shaming. In this situation, the offender manipulates the victim into feeling terrible about what they will or will not do. If the perpetrator's requests are denied, they will publicly embarrass the victim by revealing information that they have specifically obtained about the things that cause the victim to feel bad. They might bring up painful, terrible, or unsuccessful relationships from their past in an effort to convince us to do something for them. People have an uncanny ability to anticipate and respond appropriately to our triggers. Repeatedly shaming someone about their history is a sort of manipulation that is highly prevalent and may be very successful. Number 1. The InHome control device. In this method, the conversation is sidetracked whenever an unwelcome subject is brought up by bringing up a subject that is so interesting that you simply cannot help but talk about it. When confronted with a contentious issue, they change the channel by abruptly shifting the conversation to concentrate on something else entirely. The other person pulls out their phone to show a cute snapshot of their cousin's new puppy when the first person expresses interest in talking about the relationship. When one person wants to talk about what happened the night before, the other person starts getting excited about a vacation idea that they've been thinking about. This is it for today's video. Hit that subscribe button and press the bell icon for more.